Hello, my loves. Pop and run after the live. Here I am to break this down. So we just created our Boggy Style make-along blanket. The actual name of this blanket has not been determined yet. Because what this, sorry, hair, there's so much static in the air, it's driving me nuts. So what we have here is kind of I'm offshooting from Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw, and use that concept of using the spinny thing or the number chooser to create what I'm going to do, because I didn't feel like there were too many ideas in my head, so I did this. So this is the Boggy Style Mal pattern recap. So what we did is there's 5 sections. There are 5 sections, and I'll make this better, but there's 5 sections, so each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then each line 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this last one is the border. So that's what we did. I chose 5. I don't know, I'm so sorry. The whole time I kept saying 4, but I did 5 because there's 5 sections just in case. Yeah, so I picked 5 colors, and then I have 3 main colors. And all I did is I had a little card. Thank you. And I took my little hole punch, and I tied it and then poked that through. But made myself the little card that's going to show me all of the things. So 1, 2, 3 main colors, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which my colors are purple. That is the dark blue, pink, light blue, and red. Okay, the stitches we're going to be using, what I call stabilizing stitches, are single crochets or extended single crochets, twins in a stitch, which could be double crochets or half double crochets, and nubbly. Then our fancy stitches are the mixed cluster, which is from Bag a Day, my favorite stitch from the Rain Must Fall beanie, the raised V. No, it's this one. The raised V came from this book. Just in case. Where did it go? Oh, my little thing came out. Oh, well, but anyway, it's in here, I promise. I'm going to probably cut that out. And then we have the brick stitch, which is also in this one. And it's also from Jeannie from the Crochet Crowd, Yarnspirations, and it is the Modern Granny. Then we have Staggered Triplets. Staggered Triplets came from this book. And the reason why my eye went to it is because of my twins in a stitch brother, Obi-Wan. I had to have the twins in a stitch in here too. Love that. That is Juan's way of saying put 2 of the same stitch in 1 stitch. It's twins in a stitch. Was so creative and genius. And then the last one is called the Long Crisscross, and that is my homage to Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. That is a stitch that he created for the Study of Determination blanket. So there we go. So each color has a number, and I spun the wheel, but I had noticed I missed 2 that I needed to spin colors for, so I did add a couple colors to the blanket. So what we're going to do now, and I'm going to put this written situation, I'm going to put the written recipe in the description below. All right, so what we're going to do is, this is going to be a 40 by 40 square, but I am also making another one that's going to be bigger. So I'm going to be working on that one in the background. But the one I'm going to show you every week, you're going to make it with me recipe. Again, that's not really a tutorial because you're not going to see 100%. I'm just going to show you how I'm putting it together and kind of give you this little stitch sample. Then we have, so the first section that we have, which is going to be the center, is going to be the staggered staggered triplets. And we get to use 2 colors, purple and dark blue. Then the stabilizing row is going to be single crochets or extended single crochets. I might use extended. I might want to use the singles. We'll see. We'll do it together. the second section will be the raised V's, and the colors where I am going to use are my blue, my light blue, and my purple. So there'll be 3 colors in that one. So the last row was 2 colors. This one is 3 colors. You don't have to do mine exactly. They don't have to be the same colors, but you just pick 3 of your colors. Okay, third section is the mixed cluster. That is my favorite stitch from Bag a Day, and that was from the Rain Must Fall beanie. And those colors are red and light blue. Oh, I'm sorry, the stabilizing row after the V stitch was the Nubbly. Number 3, mixed cluster, light red and light blue. Then the stabilizing row for that one will be twins in a stitch, doubles or half doubles. Then the 4th section is going to be the long crisscross. And those colors, there'll be 3 colors, and that is going to be red, pink, and dark blue. Stabilizing row is half double crochets. The 5th section and final section will be the brick stitch, which is also known as the modern granny. And that one is going to have almost all of the colors. We have 4 colors in this one. We have red, we have pink, we have purple, we have light blue, and then what we'll do for which would be the stabilizing row is going to be the border. But I'm not going to lock us into the border right now. I'm going to see where our dimensions go. So when we get to section 5, if we're already at 35 inches, and I know that that brick stitch row is going to take at least 4 inches to make it, because you have to have at least 2 repeats for that one. It'll take us to having like 1 row for a border, and I don't want to do that. So we'll be flexible at the end. Okay. So make a card, pick your colors, check it out, put it in the description. I may make it into a PDF and put it on the website, creationsbyjax.com. That's where you can always, if you're like, what's your website? Or, what's your Instagram? Where's your this? Where's your that? All of my stuff is on my website, which is creationsbyjax.com. Go all the way to the bottom, and there's buttons that take you to YouTube, Instagram, Etsy, coffee, my Buy Me a Coffee, Amazon wish list, all of it. It's all there. 1 click. Also, in my Instagram, the link tree, bam, right there. It's all there. So if you're ever trying to find me. And everything is all Creations by Jax. creationsbyjax@gmail.com, all of it. All right. So I'm going to go make you guys a tutorial and look towards the end of the week. I am anticipating this is going to need a minimum of 1,000 yards. I am using a size I hook, and this yarn it's thin. It's sport weight, but I'm holding 2 together to make it DK. So I am using, and then I went into my stash, and this is what I do with any project. When I'm first starting, and it's yarn I've never really worked with, I go and get like every single eye hook that I have. Now I have one more, my Yarnology, which is probably the one that I'm going to end up using, but that's in another project over there. So I forgot to grab that one, but my Yarnology green one is my favorite. But so I went and grabbed almost every hook and eye 5.5 that I had, and I'll just go through them. This is my my Amore hook. That's the hook handle from that is Love Stitches All. I have my clover, and I got this one. These 2 are the same. They're clovers, but in case there's people that don't want to see me work with the pink hook, I got the gray one. Just kidding. My clover. And then this was from my OVW, my Hat Not Hate eye hook. I got that. Sometimes this is a really nice hook it's very nice. I love the little pointy tip. It's a really beautiful hook. That's OVW. That's One Virtuous Woman. She does all of the resin things. She's made everything from pens to drinking mugs for me. Pens, pencils, hooks. She can put anything you want on there. I really like the cups. But so anyway, try it with the, that's, if you're ever having problems with your yarn and you feel like it's not gliding on the hook, well, first clean your hooks. I use just a little bit of rubbing alcohol wipes that are, you know, for like when you go to the doctor, that's the same kind of little rubbing alcohol wipes. And I clean them. These ones, the resin hooks, do not clean them with anything abrasive. You cannot use rubbing alcohol. Do not do any chemicals on them. Good old-fashioned warm water and soap. Soap and water to wash these resin ones. You want to be really careful, because if the rubbing alcohol is if it's too high, it'll make it cloudy. This is just like the stuff that goes on your nails. It's resin. It's like fiberglass resin, poly resin. But anyway, I think all of my resin makers are gonna be like, Stitch, sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. Because I don't, not really. I just know the nail part of it and know that it's like very similar. The curing it with the light, and yeah. All right, so that's it, my loves. I will see you next week, and then on Saturday, normal 11 a.m., we will show progress and where we're at and move on to the next section. And I'm hoping that I will have the tutorial guide. I think we're just going to call it the guide. The video guide. We'll have the video guide maybe Wednesdays, Thursdays, because there's What You Whipping On. Got to put it in there too, maybe Fridays. And then, but I want to give you guys time. I'm shooting for Wednesday. Don't hold me to it. We're going to make beautiful things. I love you guys. Bye.